Welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie, and in today's video, I'm announcing the winner of our big Nutri-Mill Artiste Mixer giveaway. I had my homeschool kids write down every commenter's name in here, so we've got, what was it, 128, dropping names everywhere, don't want to leave anybody out. We went through 128 names, and the homeschool kids got their writing in on their Christmas day off, and we've got a whole slew of names in here. I'm excited to draw your name and announce the winner. So I'm going to be drawing 3 separate names today in this video, and the first name I draw is the winner. The second 2 names are the runners up in case the winner doesn't contact me in the next 48 hours. I have to submit the name to Nutri-Mill by December 23rd. So I wanted to make sure that I gave you enough time to contact me, and let's get into this video. Let's bake some delicious cookies. Welcome back to the channel. I have a big announcement in this video. We are doing the Nutri-Mill giveaway. And tonight we are gonna make some sugar cookies in our Nutri-Mill Artiste Mixer. So this is the item that we are giving away. I posted a video about it about 7 or so days ago and gave you guys an opportunity to join in the contest. And in this video, we are gonna draw a name and announce the winner. I'm gonna draw 3 names because I'm gonna have 2 runners up in case I don't hear from the first and second person. I'll need all 3 people's information sent to me, and we will go from there. Nutri-Mill will send you a mixer to your door. A brand new mixer will show up to your doorstep. So Merry Christmas. I'm so excited for whoever the winner is. We're gonna get right into this video. I am gonna make some sugar cookies. I'm making these dairy-free, so I've used a butter alternative, and we're gonna see how these turn out. This is my experimental batch, and hopefully they turn out well. I'm also gonna make a cocoa wafer cookie as well, and I've shared that before on my channel. So let's get into this video. To our Artiste mixer, we are adding 1 cup unsalted butter with 1 cup of sugar, and we are gonna cream these together. Once they are incorporated, we're gonna add 1 egg and then 1 tablespoon of milk. Again, since we're making these dairy-free, I used some almond milk in there. Once all of this is mixed together, I actually decided to add a little bit of vanilla. I don't believe that sugar cookies call for vanilla, but I definitely think that some vanilla needs to be in this recipe, so you're gonna see me add a splash of vanilla. Then later on, I was making the regular sugar cookies for a party that we're having, and I went to add the vanilla, and instead of pre-measuring it, I poured the bottle, and oh my goodness, I added so much vanilla to those cookies. I hope they turn out well. I haven't baked them yet. I just made them into dough pucks and put them in the fridge so that when I have time, I can bake them again. Actually, they're sitting in the freezer. So I have had great success with pre-making and freezing my cookie dough and then rolling it out and making the sugar cookies when we want to make them, bake them, that sort of thing. So I pre-made all of this cookie dough. Tonight we are gonna cook up the dairy-free cookies and the dairy-free chocolate wafers, and then another day we are gonna bake up all the rest of the sugar cookies for the cookie decorating party. Now we're gonna add all of our dry ingredients together. You need 3 cups all-purpose flour, and to that you're gonna add 3/4 of a teaspoon baking powder and 1/4 of a teaspoon salt. I like to use Redmond's real salt, and there is a link for that with 15% off down in my video's description. I use it in all of my cooking and baking. It's delicious, it's amazing. Here we go with a slightly less overzealous addition of vanilla, probably still a little bit too much than this recipe would ever call for, but it's gonna work, it's gonna be delicious, trust me. Now we're gonna start adding in slowly our dry ingredients. Now, I tend to do this without the lid on, and then I remember, oh yeah, I've got a lid that I can put on this so I don't dust my whole house in flour. As you're mixing in all of your ingredients, make sure you take a moment to scrape down the sides so all the ingredients can incorporate nicely. I am using my Nutri-Mill Spurtle. This is something I got recently, and it works really well with this Artiste mixer. Check out their holiday sale that they still have going on. If you go to Nutrimill's website and if you want an artiste mixer like this and you didn't win in the giveaway, you can still use my discount code and their sale to get $80 off of this mixer. Right now you can stack my code on all of their sale items. Once all of the flour is mixed in, we are going to take it out of our container and form it into a puck and wrap it up in some saran wrap and place it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes to an hour. The reason you place it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes to an hour is because it gives the flour time to absorb the moisture. It gives it time to rest so that your cookies bake really well. Also, starting with a chilled dough into a hot preheated oven is going to cook your cookies a little bit slower and more evenly, and you're going to end up with a perfect cookie if you start with a cooled, chilled dough. Next up, we are going to make a chocolate wafer cookie. Now, you can cut these into shapes. They are very delicate, so you have to be choosy about the shapes that you use, and I'm going to work on and develop this recipe a little bit more to make it more like a sugar cookie and less like a wafer or a very crumbly shortbread style cookie, which I feel like it resembles more of that. So to our mixer, we are going to add 11 tablespoons of unsalted butter and 2/3 cup sugar, and we are going to cream that together. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon vanilla extract and then 1 large egg yolk. But because I don't have large eggs, I've got some delicious little eggs. I am using 2 egg yolks for this recipe and a splash. I did a little better measuring that splash of vanilla than I have on other ones. In the batches that I didn't film, I got a little out of hand. So we are also going to pre-mix up all of our dry ingredients in a separate container before we add it to our butter and sugar. And for that, you're going to need 1.5 cups all-purpose flour. You need 1.5 cups Dutch process cocoa powder or alkalinized cocoa powder, half a teaspoon baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon salt. We are going to add these dry ingredients to our wet ingredients gradually and get them mixed up into a nice dough. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did with the sugar cookie dough. We're going to put this in a puck, wrap it in saran wrap, and refrigerate it for a half hour to an hour. Maybe you're not looking for a mixer, maybe you'd like a grain mill, maybe you are looking for a food processor. There are so many things that Nutrimill carries, and right now they are restocking their grain mills every so often because it is a hot time of year and they are selling out. But as they manufacture them, they are restocking on their website. So check back daily or get on their email list so you can be notified when their stock drops. I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Parchment paper lined my baking sheets, and I'm going to roll these out to about 1/4 of an inch thick. And then we are going to use some cookie cutters to cut little shapes into this, and we are going to bake these cookies for 10 minutes if you want them soft, 12 minutes if you want them more crispy. This dough does tend to be on a little bit more of a delicate, more crumbly side, so I did have to press the dough together as I was rolling it out, and then I have to be very careful when I am transferring these little cookie shapes to my tray. So I am using my bench knife, my baker's bench knife, to transport them over to the cookie sheet, and that works really well to keep them nice and intact until they can bake. Now, I have used these chocolate wafer cookies in a cake decoration. I use them as the dirt in a wilderness forest scene on a cake, and then I used a deer shape cookie cutter to cut out a deer to put on top of the cake for my son's birthday, and it turned out beautiful. The video is on my channel. Just look up chocolate birthday cake or chocolate sourdough cake. I can even link it down below in this video's description so you can see how it was done. It was delicious, and these cookies would make really good Oreo cookies, or cookies and cream ice cream. You could add them to that. This is how they baked up. Like I said, these were more on the delicate side. They aren't really designed for this application like sugar cookies, but I do like to try to use them like this. Again, they would be great in a kid's worm dirt dessert, and then the sugar cookies turned out beautiful. It's that time. We are gonna pull a name out of this mixing bowl. So let's make it interesting. And it does have a telescoping cord. I haven't even told you guys about this. I love this Nutri-Mill mixer. Oh, it suction cups to my counter so well. But it suction cups to the counter, and then the cord stows away inside of the Nutri-Mill like this. And then when you need it, you just pull it out. So no cords to deal with. And then it suction cups to the countertop. We can plug it in real quick. Try not to damage my plant. Give it a quick mix. Mix up those names, and we're gonna draw a name out of here. Mix them up really good. All right, who will it be? Name number 1, Karen Benson. Karen Benson 4639. You are our winner, and I recognize this name. You always watch my videos and comment on them. I appreciate you so much, and I'm so glad that you're the winner of the Artiste Mixture. Please make sure, Karen, that you email me at ROWESRISING@gmail.com. I will put the details down below in this video's description. Karen, you are the winner, but I'm gonna draw 2 more names in case Karen does not see this. I'm sure that she will. I hope that she does. But in lieu of that, the next runner-up is gonna be Rachel Parmater 892. You're the runner-up. And the last person I'm gonna choose, make sure you all email me, is going to be Katie Rowe 1387. That's Katie Rowe 1387. Karen Benson, congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. You are our Nutri-Mill Artiste Mixer winner. This is going to show up on your doorstep in the next few weeks, and I can't wait to hear what you're going to bake with it. Congratulations. Thank you all for watching this video and hanging out with me today. I will see you in the next one. Bye.